Hey guys, welcome back. So this matchup here is going to be a 1v1 on Arena, and the reason I'm decided to cast it is because it is one of the strangest 1v1 Arena games I've played in a while, and it doesn't seem like it would be a very strange game. It's Bohemians versus Spanish, but well, I'm not going to ruin it. Just watch with me, okay, guys? It's a doozy, okay? So here I am playing as the Bohemians in the red. I'm from the United States, currently sitting at 1100 and change elo. And in the blue, playing as the Spanish Yocax or Yoka X, not sure. He's from Uruguay. And he's also the same elo as well. It's a ranked 1v1. We're going to speed it up a little bit to get things going. So with Spanish, they're at this elo a lot of times a one-trick pony. I mean, pretty much what you're always going to find is you're going to find people dropping a castle and they're going to get conks out, try and get in your base, and that's pretty much it. Over and over and over and over and over again. And it gets really kind of just like boring. I mean, it's just like, okay, are you guys going to try and do anything else other than, drop a castle and get conks out? Well, they might go for something like Spanish supremacy, but that's pretty rare. It's usually just this one thing. So he hits feudal first. Let me make sure we get all the things set up here. Okay, yeah. He's got actually one more villager. All right, now we're the same villagers, slightly ahead. But I'm on my way to castle here. I wanted to prioritize getting to castle first because I know that the Spanish player is probably going to drop a castle on me. So I'm going to do my own defensive castle. And my idea is just to get to Imp first. Get to Imp first, and that way any castles he puts up, not a big deal. I can just take him down. So I hit castle first. He's 30% of the way up to castle now. I'm using my scout to run around, checking out to see what he's going to do. I'm not really concerned about relics at this point. I just really want to get to Imp first because I just played a different Spanish player and they did the same thing, and it's just like, it's so predictable. So here we go, coming forward, unsurprisingly, and it's a castle. So like I said, I did hit castle first. However, I didn't have enough stone in the bank. I didn't feel like abusing the market too much, so I delayed my castle drop. Also, I wanted to see where he was going to place it at, so I could place my castle defensively in a good spot, and that's really bad right there. There's villagers slacking on the job, ladies. Now Spanish build things 30% faster, so they can get castles up really fast, and he's even going an extra step here and adding in stone wall to make sure that his castle is safe from being pushed back. That's fine though, because I'm not going to go for rams. That is not the plan for me. So adding in an archery range, and the reason why is because I want to make sure I have a ball of pretty decently upgraded skirms, so when he comes running in here with conks, I already have the counter. And he's adding in a siege workshop. That's what most of them do. They'll get a couple rams out, whatever, maybe a Mangonel, and try and pressure your base. Now back home, he's all in 1 TC. Me, I'm adding a second TC now because I want to have a better economy than him. I want to be able to get to Imp first and not have to worry about his castles on my front because I can just take them out. And unsurprisingly, targeting my gate wants to get in, so I'm going to come over here and start building a house wall over here as well. Getting some upgrades, and here we go. He's got 4 conks, they run right into my castle, and he has to fall back. So now he's got his Mangonel out, wants to start putting some pressure, trying to get another spot that he can run in through. Skirms are starting to come out. And he wants to get on this side here because he figures it's probably the easiest place to get in. However, it's taking a little bit longer than he anticipated, I believe. Runs in over here, still can't get through. Let's go to his point of view, actually. Yeah, so he's realizing that there's a house wall here and that he's getting shot by a castle once again. Loses some conks. Running around this way to see if he can get through. Losing some more conks. And realizes he can't get through. So now he has 7 conks there. Several of them are hurt pretty bad. And now he's going to come over here with his Mangonels as well. Really wants to get in. So I have 3 archery ranges now. And getting my upgrades and some more skirms will force him back. And now he's deciding, well, you know what? I'm going to get a ram out and I'm going to get a monastery and start collecting relics. I mean, he has map control, so it makes sense. And he's going to pressure this gate, which I think is a mistake. Why are you going to pressure this gate? You should be pressuring here to try and run in behind. Gets a ram out now. I think he probably should have done that first. But I have a decent amount of skirms now. Let's see, 17 military, so 1 scout and 16 military, 16 skirms. And getting chemistry now because I want to be able to hit imp with chemistry already good to go, and it's going to help these skirms. And once again, he has to run away. Adding in my own siege workshop. That way I can handle this ram here and repairing this siege workshop or this archery range. He gets a monk out and starts healing up his conks. There's quite a bit of damage on several of them. Back home, he's still on 1 TC. Adding in a 2nd TC now. All this forward pressure and really hasn't done a whole lot yet. Bringing his Mangonels forward. And takes out my blacksmith. So now I finally have enough stone for another castle. And I'm going to drop another defensive castle. So now his only hope is to really get through here if he wants to try and push his way past. Now what he could have done is he could have tried to go on for rams on this castle. Might have got away with that. Takes out that archery range, but boop, there's a castle. And I have a Mangonel behind it, so I can take out this ram pretty easily. These skirms have not ballistics, chemistry now. And he falls back again. Adding in a 2nd monastery, still healing up these conks. Wants to start collecting some relics at some point too. And I'm getting wheelbarrow, and I think after that I'll be going up to imp. Probably could have gone up to imp a little bit sooner. Yeah, I have almost enough resources now. Idling my eco a little bit to get enough. Yeah, selling some wood. Buying some food. And clicking up. Alright, so I'm on my way now to imp. Also adding in a 3rd town center. Like I said, I really want to have a stronger economy. So he's collecting relics. He's running around. He's taking out my wall. He's going to come over here. Convert my my scout. Which is unfortunate. I was hoping I ran him towards the monk hoping I could get a conversion. Or get a kill. And he's going to drop a castle over here. So now I have 2 castles on my front, but I'm an imp, and I have 3 siege workshops. So it's time to pump out some bombard cannons, idling some or not reseeding some farms, that way I can make sure I have enough wood. Villager count is actually neck and neck, 71 to 71. He's on 2 TCs still. And really the biggest benefit he has is just map control. Adding in some more farms, or houses, excuse me. And bombard cannons should be coming out pretty soon. There we go, yep. The bombard cannons are out. So we're going to take down this castle. Now he makes a very greedy and, in my opinion, unwise choice, and that is to put his relics forward. Like, you must feel really confident about your position here to have your relics forward. I always recommend, if you want to build a monastery forward to get monks out quicker, that's fine, but go put your relics someplace safe back home. Probably would help you out a lot. Now I have my army coming forward here. I have plenty of skirms. The skirms will counter his conks, fighting under castle fire, and have 3 bombard cannons to pressure this castle. So things are going pretty well for me, and I have the score lead, and 4 or 5 extra villagers. That castle just melts away. So what counters skirms? Well, stable units do. So he's going to start dropping some stables over here, and he already has the Cavalier upgrade. So it's quite a strong army there. And I need to be thinking about, well, if he counters me with stable units, I need to be able to counter him with barracks units. The Bohemians get some really good halberdiers with 25% extra bonus damage. And look at that, though. Isn't that nice of him? Dropping off all 5 relics right in front of my base. I don't even have to go get them now. And here come the barracks now. I want to get some halbs out so I don't have to worry about him cleaning up my skirm army. But he's building quite the army over here. Back home, adding in a lot of farms. A lot of farms. And he comes in here, he does snipe these bombard cannons, which is really bad for me. Very expensive, but he loses quite a few conks too. I guess at this point he's not too concerned about losing the conks because, I mean, I have a counter for them. And so he's just going to go into Cavalier instead. And you notice he didn't show that he had Cavalier. He came in with the conks to like reinforce that he was still going in with conks. So pretty smart on his part to do that. However, I'm still going to preemptively make these barracks and get halbs out. Adding in more economy in the back as well. Starting to take some of my own gold here that was previously denied to me. And now he's adding in siege workshops and more Cavalier. I mean, this is quite a few Cavalier. Quite a few monks too. Sending in some scouts too. Like, everything he's doing, he's making sure he doesn't show his hand of what he actually is building over here. This literal death ball of siege and Cavalier at this point. So I'm just going to go collect these relics real quick and, you know, adding into second monastery so it's super easy. Collect this gold here. Now, this was my first clue. I should have paid attention to the fact that he had capped rams right there. Because usually if you have capped rams, you don't upgrade it just for 1 ram. You upgrade it because you plan on doing it for several rams. And in this case, a lot of rams, as you will see. These Mangonels go down though. But you know, other than that ram though, he's doing a really good job hiding all this from me. Because I don't know about any of this. All this doesn't exist to me. And that's my fault for not doing a better job scouting. So, adding in some bombard cannons again, getting these halbs out, still have all these skirms. Population is looking pretty decent. 100 villagers, 66 military. He's got 103 villagers, 66 military. He's got 98 villagers and 66 military. So we're pretty much right there. The main thing is his military is things like Cavalier and capped rams. A lot of my military is just skirms. So he's going to win that matchup all day long as far as military goes. Because as far as I know, he's still going into conks. He's not. And that's what I get for poor scouting and not keeping up to date to what my opponent is making. So, adding in more halbs, collected the last of the relics here. He's still running around with these conks. Like, he's doing a good job making me think that that's all he's doing. And he's got these guys hidden away over here. And all these capped rams. I mean, look at this. 10 capped rams. So I'm going to come forward now. I actually decided at some point I'll get the Hufnitsa upgrade as well. And coming forward here, we'll start putting pressure. Look at his formation. I was playing around with him. And he's going to send his conks over here. They all get completely mopped up. So I'm feeling pretty dang good right now. But what is this? What is this? Paladin. 60 Paladin. Another 5 over here. Adding in his own skirms. And all these capped rams. 13 capped rams. Now, I went ahead and got Fortified Wall upgrade. Just in case there was a surprise. Well, it turns out it was a good thing to do, but it's not going to be enough. Like, what the heck is this going on here? And I built a gap in between here because otherwise the rams will affect... Oh my goodness, did this... Oh my goodness, this villager just let them all in. Oh, that's terrible. I didn't even notice that the first time. Oh, look at all these paladin, man. Oh, man. Thankfully, they don't have full upgrades. He's actually going to run away here for right now. Coming back here. Wants to get into my base. So many rams. So many rams. Please build the wall, lady. Oh my goodness. This is absolutely devastating here. And I'm trying, I even delete some villagers to try and get more, because I'm pop capped right now. I'm trying to get more halps coming out. But look at this. A death ball of paladin just coming in here. Oh my goodness. So I took out one TC here with his Hufnitsa. I'm completely wrecking his base, but meanwhile he's completely wrecking my base at home. Oh my goodness, this is insane. I wish I got a conversion here. Oh, no. This castle's gonna go down. This TC's gonna go down. Paladin and capped rams. Like, just insane. Hufnitsa's making short work of these town centers though. And the thing is I have plenty of resources in the bank. I'm getting housed now and I can't create anything. He's actually pretty short on resources, especially food and gold. Getting the paladin upgrade and all that. So I actually am in a better place resource wise. I just can't create anything. And the ram train is just insane. Meanwhile, clearing up his base. So the thing is I was thinking, do I come home and try and save my base, or do I make sure that he has no base left? And I decided I was going to make sure he has no base left first. Now, I actually came over here to try and build a town center with these 3 villagers, and ended up losing them. How did he know to come over here? It just blows my mind. And I had some villagers over here that were collecting stone, and I actually deleted them on purpose to try and create more space to build houses, because I'm desperately housed right now. I'm building houses back here as well. I cannot produce anything because I'm housed. Trying to keep these paladin from getting to my Hufnitsas. Get a conversion and take one out with a shot there. Things look pretty freaking bad. And he's actually come over here to build an entire second economy, which is really nice. That's what I was trying to do over here, if you didn't have paladin just sitting over there. Got another castle up over here. Trying to do everything I can just to stay alive. I'm building halbs now, but I mean, the halbs are not going against the paladin that are over here in the rams. They're going against these freaking monks and skirms. So it's time to finally bring my army back home. Oh look, he's actually building a blacksmith. So bringing most of my military home here. That town center goes down. Trying to keep this castle up for as long as I can. So many paladin. And now he's trying to convert my poor little halberdiers before they can get to his paladin. And that castle goes down. And these villagers start to go down. Thankfully, these halberdiers, oh man, they're getting killed before they even get over there. Thankfully, these halberdiers have that 25% extra bonus damage, but it's just, look at this, they're getting completely, oh, this is just terrible. Terrible. Bringing my military home now. And somehow, I still have the score lead. I mean, this is his economy. This is my economy. I have 2 villagers escaping. That's it. And then these wood choppers. So many freaking rams. And now he's cleaning up what's left of my base. So, the only thing that can save me now, it really is my Hofnitzas. And he's even collecting the relics that I took from him. He's like, what were you saying about it being safe in your base? Not any longer. Oh, now get ready for some super satisfying shots here. Well, that was okay. He gets these rams perfectly. Oh. Oh. He got those rams perfectly together for me. Oh. Could not have asked for a better shot on rams there. And these skirms now are making light work of these monks. He converted a halb. Now he's coming in here with the paladin, so now I gotta try and desperately keep my freaking Hofnitzas alive. Getting conversion. I don't know how I don't know how he doesn't completely clean up my entire army immediately. I think I just lost all my Hofnitzas though. I have 1 monk left. And he still has all these paladin. And 3-4 rams over here. The problem is he just doesn't have a lot of resources. He has 185 wood. Really low on resources, so he has a hard time trying to create anything. I have resources, I just have no place to build anything. And now he's got these 4 paladin here. And this is a huge throwaway from him. Like letting these paladin fight against my halberdiers, bad decision. And this is really bad for me. Skirms versus paladin. Get a conversion though. I did finally get up a TC over here, and he actually resigns. He resigns. And as soon as he resigns, it was in Spanish, so I had to translate it, but as soon as he resigns, he says, oh, you have like nothing left. He didn't realize that I had literally nothing left. I converted this paladin here. He only has this 1 paladin there. These paladin all went down to these halbs, and these rams are about to go down to these halbs. So, I mean, he didn't have much military. It was just skirms. But he had economy. Look at all this economy that he had. This is my economy. Wood choppers. And 2 villagers up here that are about to get a town center up. Oh, and I got a monk over here, but it's not economy. So, yeah. I don't know how I won this game. And what it came down to is, I guess, between me having a score lead and him running out of resources, he just thought, yeah, I mean, he was really low on resources. He just thought that I had the lead, that it was over with. Actually, if he kept on playing, he probably would have beat me. Let's look at statistics real quick. Actually, let's look right here. Yeah, I had 16 villagers to his 30 villagers, so he had 14 more villagers than I did. Let's go to the statistics, though. Yeah, I even had the KD lead as well. Buildings raised was about the same. I converted 8 units, which were mostly like Paladin. Yeah, I had a lot more resources. I just couldn't create anything between being pop capped and then all my production buildings being taken down and then my house is being taken down. Yeah, I just, I actually have more relic gold than him. That's funny. Wow. So what do you guys think? I mean, I didn't know how this game was going to end. I was on the bridge of resigning myself, on the brink of resigning myself, and he ended up resigning, and then immediately was like, "Oh, you got nothing left." Oh man, you can't make this stuff up. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. I know I sure did. All right, later.